Hey guys, what's up? This is Oakley HiDef, and I'm here with TOMLIDS, and this is going to be Making of Origins 4, and this is part 5. So here we're going to be showing you kind of what we've done. It's not really the building phase as much as it was the testing phase and tweaking phase. So right off the bat, you can see here we had to save budget. So in the loadout camera, Tom, I guess you could talk about this a little bit.
Yeah, so we've had to demolish most of the ship because from the loadout camera you can't see that there's anything gone wrong. But just to save budget and so we can add more weapons and more aspects to the map, we've had to get rid of most of the ship just to get more money really. That's the best way of putting it.
Yeah, and it didn't really impact the loadout camera. And here right off the bat, we're kind of showing you the initial engagement. And this kind of posed some problems. I mean, it's fun, it's really hectic. But an issue you'll find is the zombies can kind of sit there, camp, and the humans don't really stand a chance, especially in the initial rounds when they don't know what's going on. So, I mean, that's kind of cool. It's a cool atmosphere. It's really tense. But what happens is when you get so many humans getting infected right off the bat, it domino effects and snowballs into the rest of the game where there's just so many infected that it becomes almost impossible. We had a lot of people dying off in the first area, and actually in the first test, no one made it to the end. So here you can see just the zombies, running out. And another issue we had was players back here. Usually we were testing this as humans, but a player who was playing as an elite, he told us that, hey guys, I'm having trouble fitting through. He could, but he just had to crouch. So we just went and accommodated the elites, which is something you should do. And over here, yeah, here's the crate. I just want to show you guys that it's working properly. And Tom, you can talk a little bit about, I guess, we're going to go ahead and tweak this window a little bit. So just talk about budget saving measures we had to do
Yeah.
around the map.
Yeah, so if you just see just gone off screen now, there's antenna, small. See, because they're decorative and they cost like $50, it's quite a lot of money. And say you could get a couple of assault rifles, maybe another health pack or something out of that, a couple of shotguns or something. And just for the sake of one little aesthetic piece, it was worth just putting down a few more weapons than it was just to have one little pole just on the side of a window. So
Yeah, so like a major step you want to do in reviewing your map is going to be getting rid of those pieces. Oh yeah, also over here we added shotguns, and that was to counteract the initial fact that zombies were super powerful, especially if they camped. So we added 3 shotguns for the humans, no extra clips, and 2 grenades in the middle. So what that did is it made it so the humans stood a chance going around the corners. And it's not overpowered. The humans can wipe out the zombies if they're hiding. In addition to that, we added a window just so you can tell right off the bat when you spawn what's going on. You're not blindsided. And then around the corners, what we actually added were fusion coils. And you may think that this is all overkill, but it actually played really well. Zombies can still get through, and get the humans, but it keeps the humans from getting too swamped and destroyed right off the bat because you want the humans to be able to progress. Otherwise, they were just spending their whole time, fighting off in this room and then dying. And yeah, that's one of the things you can do that I actually did in some games is you push it up, you wait here for the zombies to come, and then you go ahead and detonate it. So that works pretty well. And I think the fusion coils don't really spawn too often, so it's not going to be, a constant mine or hazard that zombies have to take care of or be mindful of. And yeah, I guess Tom, you can keep talking about this just a little bit.
yeah, say that's the antenna we got rid of just to save money. And say sometimes it's good to have aesthetics in your map, and say that it made it look quite nice, but it didn't need it. So for $50, it was worth just getting rid of.
Yeah, and we had to clean up our human spawn. Actually, we reduced a lot of the objects. So make sure you go ahead and tidy up non-necessary aesthetics, because at the end of the map, you'll find you do need the money to go ahead and put, essential weapons and grenades and all that stuff. So gameplay always comes first. Speaking of that, we had an issue where the humans would try and they would turn around and try and flood through this door, but when they did that, they were getting slaughtered. Because they're out of ammo, they're desperate, they all kind of funneled through and they turned their backs to the zombies. So we needed some way for them to hold their ground, and the rocket launcher was the answer to that. So when you go through, someone picks up the rockets and they cover your back as you move further into the map, because otherwise, actually a lot of the humans died at that point. As soon as someone would call out, oh, the door's open, everyone would turn around and try and squeeze through, and that's when basically everyone died.
Yeah, say coming back to the rocket launcher thing, say you've got to be fast getting it because I got slaughtered just trying to jump up to try and get it because I'm a fail at this game, and just trying to pick up a rocket launcher was obviously too hard for me, and I died. But save, all you have to do is just jump around the corner and jump up to try and get it.
Yeah.
It's not too hard, it's just me that's a bit rubbish.
And that was done on purpose. We didn't want the rockets just to be on the ground as like an instant, oh, I'm in, let me pick these up, turn around and spin and kill all the zombies. The way it's done is it's kind of hidden out of sight. You have to pause, turn around, and jump kind of perfectly to get it. So that whole process takes a little bit of time. So you have to dedicate yourself to doing that. You have to know what you're doing, and it involves a little bit of risk. So we did try and balance that out, you know. And we actually found that the humans were using the S pretty effectively. As we tweaked this, you know, these different hallways were getting used well. Humans were using the different windows to actually support. And this teleporter out here, this was kind of a big problem at first. The zombies were swarming the humans way too quickly, so what we had to do is adjust the spawn time. We made it spawn in later. And that helped gameplay a lot. So that's, in the linear style maps, a lot of the work you're going to be doing is just tweaking the teleporters, because that kind of affects how many zombies are going to be running at you. And yeah, Tom, you want to talk about the accommodations we made down here?
Yeah, so like on the spawn area, we just had to pull these up a few inches just to make sure that the map's made for elites, and it's a lot easier for elites to move around, yeah. And
that glass right there is new as well.
Oh yeah, just so the humans have got a better sight line on the zombies, because even though this area is only, I think it's 45 seconds, is it?
Yeah, it's like really short. We reduced the time by, you know, having the grav lift spawn in closer, just because this was a really hard room to hold. So what we did is we allowed the humans to move on more quickly, and we also kind of reduced the surface area that the zombies could swarm at the bottom. And up here we also rearranged how this whole area looks. There used to be like, I think 2-3 ways for the zombies to attack. And also the falcon wasn't spawning immediately, so we had to fix that issue as well. So when you're going through your map, make sure you fix all the different bugs, you know, as you look around. And this is going to be showing kind of the changes that we did to the map up here. The humans were having a hard time. Even when they got here, they were basically getting swarmed. So what I did was I closed off all these areas, but I left gaps. So what happens is the humans can post up here and, you know, try and shoot the zombies. The zombies can't get through. So I closed off a lot of the things, allowed humans to shoot through. And then basically the zombies are all funneled through 2 entrances. One of them is really wide open, kind of here. And another one is through here. And this has the turret, so you can't get through unless you bash in the turret. So I wanted a reduced entrance just so the humans who are surviving can defend it. And if the Falcon gets up, you know, it can focus its turrets here. We'll still test the map to see if that's unfair, but from what we've seen, it's really crucial in allowing the humans to hold out, otherwise they just get swarmed.
Yeah, going back to the Falcon thing, the Falcon wasn't being able... The first thing was people couldn't get to the Falcon because it wouldn't spawn in time, and people were just getting destroyed before it could even get to the third section. But when we tweaked it a little bit, they were getting up, but there were no Falcon. We fixed that, but then the Falcon was still not powerful enough, so that's why we had to change all the sightlines and make it so there's just one unguarded path for the zombies.
Yeah, and here I'm kind of showing off that, yes, we do have soft kills and hard kills. Everyone in the comments was saying, you guys are stupid, humans are just going to escape. Well, no, we thought about that. There are hard kills and soft kills, so don't even think about trying to escape through the roof.
I suppose you could try if you're pretty stupid and don't value your life, but...
Yeah, and here you can see this is the old way this area was set up. It was, you know, still 2 entrances, but it was way more open. And even the turret here was getting kind of destroyed pretty quickly. It was just way too penetrable by the zombies. They have 3 grav lifts up, so they can come from different directions, and they can just scoot on through and swarm you, so we had to change that in the newer version. But yeah, guys, we're going to keep testing this. We hope you enjoyed. You know, leave a comment if you want to get into the test. We'll try and invite you, and we'll notify you as soon as the map is done. It's coming along really well, and I have tons of fun on it. So yeah, thanks, guys. We're signing out. Tune in next time. See you.
See ya.